What's up, YouTube? It is your favorite suffering drug addict, AK. And today I just want to get right to it. First of all, I want to say I really appreciate all your comments and all the love and support I've been getting. It really touches my heart and it really lifts up my spirit to know that there are people out there that care and understand and are fighting the same fight and going through the same struggle I'm going through. So I may not have the right words for it, but I truly appreciate you, and I hope that these videos help out in any way, shape, or form to get somebody through this. For those of you that are asking how I'm doing fine physically, but mentally not so good. Since that last video up from July, I haven't been able to quit. That video at the resort that I went to quit, well, my car broke down, and well, the mechanic I got to fix the car, as he was fixing it, he kept on snorting all the time, and it got on my nerves. So I'm like, dude, either go do what you need to do or just stop snorting, because it's getting on my freaking nerves. So he pretends he doesn't know what I'm talking about, and then he tells me that he can tell that I'm dope sick, and he offers me some dope. And you know, there is no addict on earth that would say no to free dope, let alone someone who's going through withdrawals and someone goes, hey, here, have some free dope. So of course I did it. And I was at the end of my second day. But it's my fault. I was the one who sought it out. I was the one who was looking for it. So that's how I fell back in. Since then, it's been really hard to stop, I'll be honest. Now, to answer someone in the comments below, and on one of the videos, someone was asking me to talk about the drug epidemic out here, and how I got started. Well, how I got started was, simply the first time was, we were out on a trip, me and 4 other friends, and this dude was getting sick that 3 days in a row he was getting the joint, the last guy. He was the 5th guy in the circle to get the joint, and suddenly he freaking flipped out and started yelling, and I'm gonna get my own dope and shit like that, and he left the room, was gone for 2 hours, came back with hash and this cool brown powder that he found, and the guy told him it was just like coke. He snorted, and we did, and that was the first time. And from then on, it was just an occasional high alongside smoking up. Now, what got me into it was I wasn't having the best marriage in the world, and I'd gotten deported because some dude ratted me out instead of ratting on his friends, and where I was living, they have no tolerance for drugs. So even though they didn't find the dope that he said I was selling on me, they didn't find anything on me actually. They just tested me, and I tested positive for THC, so I was deported. So that, along with being in a shitty marriage, and life out here is pretty expensive, so I just needed a stronger high to get away from it all. And at the time, I didn't know a lot about heroin, That's the thing I always say. Whatever drug you do, ecstasy, MDMA, all those fun, happy drugs, whatever, shrooms, always research and do your reading and do your research before you do any drugs. Learn about the effects, learn about if there's any withdrawals, learn about what you can and can't do while you're on them, so that you're safe and so that you know what you're getting into. Because with me, after a week of doing this shit, or like 10 days of doing this shit, I quit. I was done. I had enough, and I started experiencing all these things. My body was, I felt like shit. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want anyone to touch me. I couldn't work. I had to keep running to the bathroom. I was getting chills, and then I was getting hot and sweaty. So I called them up. I'm like, dude, I'm going through all this shit. What the fuck is going on? And this motherfucker goes, yeah, dude, welcome to the club. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, you're going through withdrawals. See, you can't keep doing this shit because when you go off it, this and this and this happens. And I was like, oh, so what do I do now? He's like, well, you either get more dope, get prescription pills, or you just have to ride it out, and in 4 days you'll be fine. So that was the beginning of it for me. Now, I'm very aware of the heroin epidemic in the States. I've read about it a lot, and I've watched a lot of documentaries and films and stuff like that. And I know that when you guys are going through excruciating pain and stuff like that, they push these strong painkillers on you. These, opiates and stuff like that, so that you don't experience pain. And I'm guessing these pills are expensive, so when you're in pain and you want to heal that pain and you can't get those meds, so you turn to heroin. Out here, it's not like that. Out here, it's because no one gives a shit if you're in pain, first of all. Like, they don't give you these killer pain, like super strong painkillers to heal you or soothe your pain. No. They'll give you normal stuff like Brufen and stuff like that. Unless you're dying, they might give you like tramadol and shit. But out here, it's lately, with everything on the rise and like the cost of living is through the roof and inflation and stuff like that, it is the cheapest, fastest acting drug. So even the guys that were hooked on prescription pills, even the price of prescription pills has skyrocketed. So what do? They turn to the cheapest thing, and the cheapest thing is heroin. It is the cheapest drug out here. So that's how everyone gets hooked. It's just cheap, it's there, and all the dealers are switching from selling smoke and marijuana and hash to selling dope. Even one of my dealers, I phoned him up for hash, and he goes, no man, I quit. I'm like, you quit? He's like, well, I didn't quit, I changed. Now I'm selling heroin if you want any. Fuck. So out here, it's just because it's cheap. And it's literally everywhere. So everyone just does it. For me, it just got me out of all these sad, ugly feelings I was having, working 9 to 5 and trying to make ends meet but can't, being in a shitty marriage, a loveless marriage, and not being able to provide for my family. So I was in search of just doing something to shut me off, and that's how I got started. So the main difference between here and the US is, in the US you got big pharma and those fucking lobbyists pushing doctors, forcing doctors to push these super strong painkillers on you, and you're addicted to them, and without them you can't function and you're in super strong pain. And when you can't get them because of your insurance or because they're too expensive, you turn to heroin. Out here, the people who are in charge of, running the shit, the higher ups, the powers that be, are making it the cheapest, most available drug. If you got money, fine, do hash, smoke up, buy ecstasy, buy cocaine, and everything is like 800, 600, a grand too. While this shit costs $100, 150, 200, 250 at the tops, and you get a shitload. So why not, So that's the difference. We live in a poor country, a third world country, where everybody's down and everybody's broke. And here you go. I'm offering you a solution. Get away from all your troubles for a teeny tiny bit of money. And that's how everyone gets hooked. Heroin should not be called heroin. Seriously. They should change the name of heroin. It should be called I'll Quit Tomorrow. That's what they should call it. They should call it I'll Quit Tomorrow. Because that's what it is. You should be able to go to the dealer and say, hey, I want 2 grams of I'll Quit Tomorrow, please. I've been saying I'll quit tomorrow for so long, man. And I don't know what's wrong this time. I just don't have it in me to face the pain and the agony and the depression and the sleepless nights. Whenever I decide to say, that's it, I'm done, this is my last day, and I'm not doing shit anymore, my anxiety and my fear kick my ass. And I don't know. My wife took my daughter and she went to live with her mom. It's been a month now. And I'll say I'll quit. And she wants me to do a drug test before she comes back. And for the life of me, I don't know why. I just can't face that war, that mental war, and the physical pain. It's just... And addicts don't want ultimatums thrown around. Addicts need, seriously, just some love and care and support, and someone to say, I feel your pain. I feel what you're going through. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna beat it, and we're all here right by your side. But the addict themselves needs to want to quit. Needs to want to stop, or else it's not gonna work. No matter what you do. And NA is not for everybody. It helps a lot of people. It works for so many people, but it's not for everybody. So if you or an addict in your family NA doesn't work out for them, it's not the end of the world. It does not mean they're fucked up. It just means it's not for them. It's not for me. I'm one of those guys. They tell you you're sick forever and you're never gonna heal. You have a sickness that will never go away until the day you die. That itself for me is a deal breaker. I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean I'm sick forever? No, I'm not sick forever. I have a problem, but I'm not sick forever. That's one of the things that bugs me about NA and the program. But it has helped so many people, and it has gotten so many people clean and kept them clean, and that is the most important thing. Getting clean is hard, but staying clean is a tough bitch. So, just, if you have an addict in your family, try to support them, try to be kind to them, try to be understanding, because it's not their fault. Some of them, like me, are a prisoner in this whole thing. They're stuck. They don't want to do it. They don't want to go score. They don't want to pay that money. They don't want to wake up in the middle of the night or in early at dawn and drive I don't know where to grab and then come back and do this shit. They don't want to, but they're stuck because they can't function and they can't go to their jobs and they can't be around their kids and they can't do all the stuff that normal people do without it. So it's a prison. So be kind to addicts. Please try to understand that we're not hopeless cases. We're not dope fiends. Not all of us are. Some of us really sincerely are trying to get out, but we can't because it's too much to bear. The mental battle that goes on every day is a killer. So, be kind to each other. If you have an addict in your family, try to support them. Be kind to them. Be helpful. Don't be hard on them. Don't shun them. Don't disrespect them. They're already going through enough. They're already going through hell. And just, if anybody needs help, I am there with you any way I can. If you want to talk, if you want to text, if you need anything, I am there to help anybody who wants to quit. Anybody who's trying to quit, I'm here to help you, and I will give you all the knowledge and all the experience that I've been through. Anything you need, I'm there for you. So text, message me, subscribe. My Instagram and Snapchat are in the bio, so I'm here for you. And hopefully soon I'm going to be posting a video of me saying I'm out and I'm clean. Alright. Till then, I'll see you soon. And I hope this helps. Peace.